Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Look at La Mulana 2, or to be more specific, the Kickstarter version of La Mulana 2. This is currently in development as a Kickstarter campaign running right now, and as of this recording, it actually just crossed over its threshold, so you still have a chance to pick up some of the rewards that are available in the Kickstarter if you want to contribute after you watch this video, but it is going to get made, and that is super exciting because La Mulana 1, obviously, you know, a borderline niche hit, if you will. The people that like this game, or like this series, love it, and the people that play it and don't like it are usually just beguiled, I think, by the difficulty of it. This is basically 2D Dark Souls. And I hesitate to say that because I think Dark Souls is a comparison that's overused a lot, but it is a little bit like a 2D Dark Souls, except much more puzzle-heavy. But La Mulana 2, at least one of the selling points of it, and I think the reason that maybe I was chosen to take a look at it, is because it's made to be a little bit more accessible. Not necessarily dumbing it down, but to make it a little bit more streamlined and possible for people of my aptitude, or lack of aptitude, to at least have a chance here. So I've already played about 60 to 90 minutes, and that was just me accidentally dropping a 69 reference in there, of this little dungeon crawler so far. And I have found myself at times frustrated, but never by the game itself, only by the puzzles, which are continuing to be a little bit difficult, but also I've started to open seams on them, whereas in La Mulana 2, in La Mulana 1, I was heavily relying on walkthroughs to get basically anywhere. So I should point out again, this is a Kickstarter demo. I'll drop a link in the video description. If you want to contribute to the game on Kickstarter, there are still about 7 days left for that, or 6 days left for that, probably, of the time that this video goes live. What the heck is going on in La Mulana 2? If for whatever reason you did not play the original, what's going on here is effectively this is a dungeon crawler, and even though it looks maybe superficially similar to something like Spelunky, it's not really similar to Spelunky at all. This is very puzzle heavy, and it's a little bit more like old school Amiga games, I guess you could say. I'm gonna stop taking such god-awful damage right off the bat here. So we're just gonna wait for this bat to come here. This is the Kickstarter demo, as I've said like 4 times now, so I have no idea if this will actually make it into the finished version of the game. I don't know if maybe we're going to spoil something for you. If so, then I apologize. My very first kind of test here is to get to the save point, which is very conveniently located pretty close to the start of the game. I don't know why I was just whipping that treasure chest. Basically, you have very few abilities. Your abilities are basically confined at this point to a whip and a jump, and you will see some stuff that comes up later. But for now, this is our save point if you read this. Welcome to the roots of Yggdrasil, the land of beginnings, bridge to the world of men. I believe Yggdrasil is like the Norse tree from which all life is generated, or something along those lines. And La Mulana, and, you know, La Mulana 2, at least so far, have been very punishing as well. But I think we might be able to actually make some progress here. The keys to many secrets are often well hidden from prying eyes, so you shouldn't just go around carelessly breaking pots and beating on walls like me. Anytime you see some sort of fresco on a wall, it's a holy artifact, so be careful around them. Well, I'm off to die, so I hope you take my advice to heart. C'est la vie. Yes, that is A, true, but also B, valuable advice. You're not supposed to just run around willy-nilly. I'm just gonna go make sure that we saved again, and we did. It auto-saves there. We're gonna be able to get the Holy Grail, and we should also be able to get our map as well. Let me get that before I do anything else. The fact that there's a very convenient central save point in this demo is extremely nice of the developers to have done. Oh, don't get hit there. You can see my HP in the top left, by the way. After we finish getting hit here, I'm gonna try to get the map, and then we'll start solving some puzzles, because I do know the basics of how to solve this very first puzzle that we're actually going to encounter. Another thing that's kind of characteristic about La Mulana that comes back in La Mulana 2 are these switch puzzles where you use wooden blocks to place on switches, and those, you know, cause some sort of mechanism to fire throughout the game. I should really maybe get the shuriken before I go through this nonsense, but oh, that was really stupid of me. I can't believe I botched that so miserably. Let me try this one more time. Prepare to see some trial and error. Like, this is La Mulana in a nutshell, is, you know, trial and error, and using all the clues that you can find in your environment to figure things out for yourself. So we're gonna try to make this jump across the screen. It worked. And now we can put a switch down here, and this should open this treasure chest. And this will allow us to get the map, I think. A very useful tool, which I can, with the back button on my 360 controller, I can see the entire layout that we have going on here. This is so useful for making sure that I have not made, you know, a grievous error in layout, basically. So what I'm going to do is come back here to our, like, this is basically like a healing fountain. This only exists, as far as I know, in the Kickstarter demo, and may or may not exist in the final game, but it does make things a lot easier, and I am very much appreciative of that. Okay, So our overall objective, and it takes a little while to figure out what your objective even is, because this is a game where you kind of suss things out for yourself. Our overall objective is going to be to find 3 statues of goddesses, and then if we interact with them in a certain way, it'll put us in a position where I can actually finish the level and maybe even fight a boss, although I have not fought that boss yet. Suffer divine punishment, whelp! No foolish heretic shall deface these sacred halls. The azure pupil's deadly gaze shall leave a mark on ye, shan't soon forget. Leave a mark ye shan't soon forget. My God. Basically, what that means is if I attack this thing up here, I will get shocked by that azure eye, and I'm going to do that just so you can see what happens here. So oftentimes whipping things is the solution to your problems. Sometimes it's the, problem to your solution, if you will. So again, very conveniently placed kind of wall switch there. Castlevania style, want to make sure you're getting as many wall turkeys or wall switches as possible. This will allow us to pick up the shuriken, which will allow us to do ranged attacks. And now I'm just going to go back and save. This might irritate you, but trust me, once you've died repeating or ended up repeating the same section 100 times over, you are going to want to go back and save and heal as often as possible. It is a goddamn luxury to have that save point here. Now, let's go look for our statues. We've gotten the HP upgrade that you get from the start in the form of that sphere. And we have picked up additionally... Oh, you know what? There's a juicy little switch puzzle over there. And now we can kill this guy without actually causing ourselves to run into too many problems. Don't fall on the switch. Again, it's a game that's heavily focused on trial and error. I apologize. What I wanted to talk about is how this relates to La Mulana 1, or how it compares. It is so similar to La Mulana 1 that absolutely no tutorialization is necessary. Again, in a limited demo like this, it's impossible to tell. I wonder if this guy's got useful information. No, you got it all wrong. It was the bat. I was just trying to kill the stupid bat. I didn't mean to scratch the goddess statue, I swear. Yeah, there's another eye in the background that could hit us. Again, this is a limited demo, so it's difficult to tell how the difficulty overall in the game is going to compare. But it is super La Mulana 1-esque, and I like that a whole heck of a lot because it's very easy to get into. But I do think that in some ways, the puzzles so far have been a little easier to solve. And one of the complaints I legitimately have, or had, I wonder if I can make this, yes, and then I'll just fall, won't I? No? Okay, we can just walk over that. That's awesome. I actually did not do this when I was playing earlier. I just noticed that switch and figured, that's how La Mulana works. This is incremental progress, basically, that allows you to eventually create some great games. We don't necessarily want to be on top of this, I think, or on the middle of this. I think we want to be on top of this. But yeah, I've had a very, very good time in my time with the demo so far. But one of the complaints that I legitimately had about the first La Mulana is that the solutions to the puzzles were, to me at least, a little bit esoteric. I am shitting my pants right now, by the way, because I've never fought that dragon before. So maybe we don't want to go to bat with him right away. Although he might end up giving me some kind of useful artifact. Oh, that was so bad. Let's just wait for a sec. Oh, no, don't fall on spikes. Okay, well, at least we can quick save here, and then we'll probably heal and come back and quick save again, because we don't want our quick save to be with us not being at full HP. So, kill you. Yeah, I apologize for not being able to finish a coherent thought here, but I've got so many different things going on as I'm playing La Mulana that, that warrant discussion, if you will. But in La Mulana 1, I know a lot of people love that game, so I apologize if I am going to piss you off with what I'm about to say here. I thought a lot of the puzzles were kind of like you had to look up a walkthrough, or at the very least, I had to look up a walkthrough. Otherwise, I would never have made it through. So it was a game that was uncompromisingly punishing. By the way, if you see a door with an arrow on it, that means it can only open one way. Uncompromisingly punishing. And that's good for some people, but it was bad for people like myself that maybe are a little bit simple-minded when it comes to games like this. I'm not going to touch this area. We'll talk about this area if we come back here eventually. But yes, uncompromisingly difficult. Bad for people such as myself who are not necessarily, gifted when it comes to coming up with the solutions to environmental puzzles like this. La Mulana 2 seems to rectify a lot of that by basically just making things a little bit simpler, but also I guess I have a little bit more aptitude just because I've played a little bit of the original now. Very pleased with my impressions of this so far. This is definitely, this is not like a Deus Ex 2 type situation. This is a faithful, I don't want to say like reimagining because that's not really what it is at all, but a faithful, addition to the La Mulana saga, if you will. I hate, by the way, that I always fall for those traps in the floor. So we're going to come across our first goddess statue, I think, in just a second. Yeah, it's on this room. Okay. Now, not to spoil anything, I have not found the third goddess statue. We need to get 3 of them. I'm not reading everything that we come across either, because I don't want to spoil all of the lore in case a lot of this actually makes it into the final game. But I have never found the third goddess statue. That being said, we should be able to whip that one in the face, and that is going to... Ooh, that is not only going to dissolve that area there, but remember that area that we came across earlier that had a bunch of goddess statues in it? Next time we go back there will be one of those statues that is now missing. And I think once we get all 3 of them gone, that's when we can maybe advance and get to our actual boss fight in this area. But again, that's all, you know, kind of behind closed doors for me right now. I don't know if that's actually the case. So I think one thing we can do here, and this may end up killing me, so I should probably save first. But we can whip this, and we can actually look at this flavor text here. The gold boulder, the boulder which holds the power of the stars. And we can whip this, and eventually it'll break. And when it does break, if we just run under it... Oh, shit, I still got crushed. I really thought that I could run under it and be fine, but I guess I probably should have tested that before we did anything. All right, let's go find our other goddess statue, and then I will... not goddess in the Peter Molyneux way. Goddess in the, you know, Athena way. And then I'll go back and get that other one. Again, you know, the game is a game where we need to go up. I'm pretty sure the roots are above us. I bet you there's some cool swag up there. Okay. Maybe I should go fight the dragon. Maybe I should go fight the dragon. My mom says I can do anything I put my mind to, so why don't we give that... I hate myself. That is the reaction that La Mulana prompts out of a lot of people. The La Mulana series, I guess I should say now. And La Mulana 2... has definitely done that for me so far. I don't know why that skeleton just died, but I'm appreciative of it nonetheless. I'm just going to heal up and save again, and then we'll go up and maybe have a chance to conquer that dragon. One thing's for sure, I'm very excited to see people who are better at this game than myself actually have the opportunity to play it, so I can, you know, unravel the mysteries secondhand. Although I am looking forward to playing it through myself as well, because this one actually does seem a little bit more my speed. And again, one of these statues would be gone, is what I was trying to say, if we had actually saved after we killed that, or we attacked that goddess statue earlier. So, by placing a switch there, or placing a rock or weight on that switch there, we can come up here. I wonder if we can get up there anyway. The gates of Yggdrasil obstructs the path of the root from days long past, the land of beginnings. Muspelheim, my apologies, embroiled in endless strife, the land of Midgard, the land of futures ordained, the fate of Yggdrasil, Alfheim. Again, a lot of the text that you're going to come across is going to be cryptic, and cryptic by design. Oh, we actually didn't fall on some spikes there, much to my surprise. When the goddess sweep, the spring shall wither and crumble. This marks the beginning of the end of Yggdrasil. So, I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers here, but I'm pretty sure that this game pulls fairly heavily from Norse mythology. I don't know if there was much of that in La Mulana 1, simply because I didn't get much further than, you know, the poison water, which was still, I was proud of myself for getting even that far. This is the easiest of all the goddess statues to get. If we just whip this one in the face, that'll cause this ground beneath us to disappear. I'm not sure why the ground disappears, or if this is maybe just like signifying that the statue is being freed. But we can't really meaningfully accomplish anything with it. Oh, we can fall through and definitely land on the spikes again. I do think the ground looks a little bit different. But there, just by falling down there, you can see that one of the statues is gone. So that's useful information for us to have. I think, honestly, we might want to go back and save and then go fight that dragon now that we've got one goddess statue saved. And I was really hoping that we'd be able to, or, you know, saved or destroyed, take your pick. I was really hoping we'd be able to get 3 over the course of this video. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it happen. This is a pretty robust demo, but by the same token, its robustness means that it's not necessarily the easiest demo for me to complete. Don't get hit. Oh, I really thought that you would walk off the edge. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about my impressions on La Mulana 2 so far. Because it's basically, it's La Mulana 1, but I find myself without the need for external aids to actually make more progress. And that's a, like, pretty glowing success with respect to the original, I would say. The original I have the utmost respect for. The only reason I didn't play more of it is because I'm super bad at it and just got frustrated over time by the fact that I couldn't solve any of the puzzles without external help. So... what the... okay, I don't know what crushed me there. I don't necessarily feel good about that. That might be a glitch. You know, it is a work in progress here. It's actually pre-alpha as far as I know, which is impressive considering how well it already works. But yeah, What I can do, I guess, is talk about the Kickstarter tiers. If you're interested in pledging, it is $15 to get access to the game. There was a $12 early bird tier, but that has already been, completely sucked up by people who were a little bit quicker to act than you might be if you were a prospective buyer right now. If you're someone who's already contributed to the campaign and are just watching this to get a feel for the gameplay, then more power to you. Congratulations on saving $3. You are a certain genius, the kind of which we don't see enough anymore. That ladder has disappeared, but we can still come back down here and be fine. This is the jump I want to make. I think I can still make it even though the ceiling's in my way. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to fight this dragon, and I'm probably going to die really, really badly. But I don't want to. Yeah, you fall down. How about this? This is the root of Erd, the domain of the black dragon. Needhog, follow this path to thy past. Okay. Now I actually know what that word means. Thank you, Indie Gaming. We're going to actually fight this dragon. I really, really don't see myself doing fantastically here. I actually thought I just died instantly. Oh, gosh darn it. I already got, pushed out of the boss room. I wonder if there's like an object or something we'll eventually get that would allow us to beat that boss more easily, or if this is just going to be something that we're going to have to basically... Ooh, brute force. I don't want a quick save, actually. You know what we can do is we can check out the other side of the map a little bit. There is... we should save up and get our HP back. Oh, we do have our HP back. But we should save here. Anyway, yeah, my overall impressions of the game are basically, this is, it's super La Mulana 2. That's basically the way that I feel about it so far, is that, everything that I liked about La Mulana 1 is still here. And some of the things I didn't like about La Mulana 1 don't seem to be in as high, maybe, propensity as they were in the original. But again, things are subject to change. You never know whether this is going to be fully representative of the final build, but we'll see. It's pre-alpha right now. Oh, the other tiers, by the way. $45 gets you alpha access, and if you are cool with paying for the right to basically alpha or beta test something, that's totally cool. I usually am. But the $15 tiers, I think the game, and most people are going to be into that one the most, I guess. To those who push the white box, the white platform and white box are drawn to each other. I don't know what that means, but I wish I did. We can come down here. Is this guy going to come back to life again? I don't want to take that chance. You'll see, maybe, because it says the white box and the white platform are drawn to one another. I mean, I'm assuming that that is the white box on the other side of the map here. I may or may not be correct in that assumption. See if maybe we can get lucky with these shurikens. Okay, there's one done. If we shuriken this box, and this is how basically my La Mulana experience becomes at this point. Actually, if we shuriken this fresco, this will actually cause a lightning bolt to come out, and it will try to attack us. But I don't think that's how we want to solve this puzzle. Don't do what I did! That was pretty stupid. What is this guy saying? What do you think that round symbol thingy is? I bet you need something special for it. I wish we could destroy that stupid boulder thingy down there. I agree, man. So I guess we need some kind of special item in order to break this seal here. If we just attack it, we end up getting hit. Sorry, if we just attack the rock, we end up getting hit, which you would expect. And, the rock's pretty jacked, so I should be able to just jump up here. What is this guy saying? I'm not going to read all that because that's lore text and I don't want to spoil it. I wonder if there's maybe a secret over here. Again, this is what I was going to say, is this is my, basic methodology for La Mulana puzzle solving is just experiment with everything and see what works. Like, if you throw a shuriken, we get shocked. Okay, that's probably not something we want to make a habit of then. Let's make our way back to the save point here, and we can get that second oh, no. I've done this so many times. I don't want to go the underway, because I've already been down that way. Yeah, I've been through this many a time before, and I really wish I could just solve the puzzle, but apparently it is beyond my puny brain. But, this is the kind of thing that people who are into La Mulana, I think, pick up La Mulana for. La Mulana 2 for, I should say, not, the fourth La Mulana game, although maybe we'll see that one day. But yeah, I think it's encouraging stuff so far. Maybe I'll play until I die one more time. I think I had exactly the same problem when I ended my original Let's Look At of the first game. I was basically like, well, I haven't accomplished anything, but I think I've said all I have to say, so we're going to end the video. And that is kind of where I feel like I'm at, but maybe we'll get lucky here. By the way, if you enter that door with what looks like a saw blade on it, basically, come on. Basically, you just get the opportunity to, teleport, basically, to the end of the end of the next level, or the end of the left side of the screen. I want to make this jump, but what I want to do is land up by where that switch is, but I'm pretty sure if I just go for it, there's no way I make that jump on most days anyway. I think I fall on the spikes most of the time as well, which means that I am probably going to take a lot of damage. Is there any way that I can make this jump? Like, there's got to be some way to get over there. I just don't know what it is. Like, even you can just look at the height of my jump. It might be possible. Nope, we can get down here and probably earn some money. Yeah, that we can't spend because there's no shop in the Kickstarter demo version of the game, at least as far as I can tell. All right, fine. Let's fall down again. There's got to be a way to fall down there. Oh, come on, baddie. And again, if you are not into this kind of experience, then La Mulana is not the game for you. But if you're looking to try it out, La Mulana 2 seems to be a kind of better jumping in point, I guess I should say, than the original. Not to say that the original is bad, because I don't want to invoke that kind of wrath from people. Welcome to the root of Verdandi. Follow this path to thy future. We do have an item I haven't really experimented much with, and that's the Holy Grail. It doesn't really allow us to, it allows us to teleport back to the save point. Okay, so I probably should have used that multiple times earlier on, and I'm an idiot. But that's okay. We're going to use our shuriken there. You learn, it's like Dark Souls, you know? You learn the caveats of what you're supposed to do and not supposed to do very early on. Or, sometimes for people like myself, it takes a little bit more of a prodding. This is the way that we're supposed to go. I'm going to try to fight the dragon one more time, because I am a dumb idiot. Is there anything over here that provides us... I mean, this is where we fight the dragon, basically. So I guess I'm just going to do my best to not fall down. That has been a sore spot for me so far, but I really, really want to... I mean, I could get the second goddess statue, but I don't think there's much point in it. Because, come on. Oh, Jesus! I didn't get hit. I could get the second goddess statue, but I don't think there's much point in it, because, I am pretty sure that you need that third one to accomplish anything of value. Okay, so the tail, obviously, or hitting the tail doesn't do any damage to him. Let's try to jump here. Oh my god, I'm trapped under the wings. This can't be good for business. Yeah, I am certainly going to die here. Is there really any chance of me beating this boss right now? It seems like no, but maybe I'm mistaken. Certainly fighting him with 1 HP left seems like that's going to put me in the mood. I wonder if I just have to get to the top of the map. You know what? Even if we end up dying, which we did, that was a great shot from that dragon. I'm just going to try to get to the top of the map and see if maybe that changes anything. Because this is what La Mulana does to you. You die and you get a little frustrated, but then you think, hey, what if like this one simple thing that I changed would be the solution? 99 times out of 100? Well, let's not go that far. Most of the time, that little thing that you change just still results in your death. Occasionally, you manage to create something beautiful out of that. And, you know, that's the kind of rhythm that the game thrives on. Fail, 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 pass. Actually, not even that. Fail, fail, fail. Moderate increase in your success, pass. And I like games that have that difficulty curve, but it is an investment for sure in both time and stress. But it's rewarding as well once you actually manage to figure it out. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to end up eating shit here. Can I at least just... Oh, God. Just be cool, lady. Get out of the dragon, man! This is not cool. I at least just want to hit it, like, in the face once. It's got armor. It's not fair. Okay, getting to the top does nothing for my chances. I did nothing to this giant mechanized dragon. I think that's where I'm going to stop. Let's looking at La Mulana 2. But, very interesting, very intriguing, and I think it does a very good job of kind of iterating on the original while adding in what seem to be its own improvements, but do keep in mind that this is just a proof of concept, so anything that you see here is possible to change, and of course, as always with Kickstarters, make sure to exercise your own discretion. You are basically paying, you're pre-ordering something well in advance. If you're okay with that, that's cool, and it's always nice when, you know, there's an actual demo that can be played. I'm not being paid for this promotion. This is a demo that was sent to me. This is a real game that actually works. So that should give you maybe a little bit more faith that this is actually going to come out as opposed to some Kickstarter projects which may or may not. But, yeah, if you like La Mulana 1, I think there's a lot for you to like here. I'll put a link in the video description below for you to head to the Kickstarter page if you want to contribute yourself or see some more content related to La Mulana 2. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more first impressions in the future. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.